It's recording.
All right. We're going to let everybody know this is the first ever legal left-hand path wedding ever done in the world. Legal meaning I, being a minister and actually having an ordination, had the legality and the legitimacy to sign the license for their wedding. Everybody understand we're breaking ground, we're breaking history. I know a lot of you are new to this, you don't understand exactly what's going on. Just know that this path was started back in the 60s by Magus Anton LaVey when he started the Church of Satan out in California. We are taking the torch and moving it forward. And we're legitimizing a religion that has yet to be legitimized. And we're going to bring structure to a religion that has no structure. And it starts here tonight. Rise up, thou father of us, for I will cause that conflict in the world. From the stress and injury of Ahrimanic and his archangels will arise. Rise up, thou father of us, for in conflict I will shed thus much vexation on the righteous man and the laboring ox, and that through my deeds life will not be wanted. I will destroy their living souls. I will vex the water. I will vex the plants. I will vex the fire of Ahrimanic. I will make the whole creation of Ahrimanic vexed. I call forth Angra Mainyu to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the master of this land, to the master of this borough, to the lord of the town, to the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Nasu. I call direct defilement. I call forth indirect defilement to this house, to this land, to this borough, to this town, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the very master of this house, to the lord of the borough, to the lord of the town, to the lord of the land, to the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Vidak Indra. I call forth Saru. I call forth Deva Nahathin. I call forth to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the lord of the borough, to the lord of the town, to the lord of the land, to the whole infernal world. I call forth Taru. I call forth Zari to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the lord of the borough, to the lord of the town, to the lord of the land, to the whole infernal world. I call forth Ashma, fiend of the wounding spear. I call forth Deva Akatasha to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the lord of the land, to the lord of the borough, to the lord of the town, to the whole infernal world. I call forth Varanga Deva. I call the wind Deva to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the lord of the borough, to the lord of the town, to the lord of the land, to the whole of the infernal world. Kashi das pragma dopia, zerdom me causa sa nere, tablak zebra, vefis, arca devorhim, purgonanke, nostoa, gohulim, mikma, oduyan, a coronson, yarabliar, soba, o noyan, chiso, lucifetias, aove ai, abras, gilap tabla, tablak zavri, aradafant, damplos, toat nanka, nana ei, olm, der est, tof glo, mar, yari coronson, Atrient Ayakiel, Argo Holar, Gro Odazi, Gohor, Ka Aska, Tobari, P. Sa'anir, Sa Yerpoyo, A. P. Aramak, A. P. Pai, Urs Basa, Darbazina, Zal Pan, Ayurop, Doalim, Arte Krust, Bo Al Peace, Erdum Ulcho, Sam Arak Tortorne, Mire Tobira Lel, Confla, Denismo, Par Aspian, Sa Par Paradial, Bombs, Omaus, Conspra Araravak, Tonug, Urska, Nalas Mi, Tabres, Lathiamong, Ocho Oma Course, Baglin, Lathiamong, Chiis, Orar Gay, Kating, El, Kamiao, Iak Miep, Arka Korskab, Goza, Baglin, P. Tianta, A. Babalan, Ar, Forget, Danas Charonson, Torgu, Danas Masteras Tastos, Zad Zak Zadlin, Kamliak, Oadriak, Orocha, Abafri, Tabaori, Priazar, Tabas, Arapan, Kurs, Tarabik, Yulkam, Priaziar, Koziori, Arkas Kating, Repair, Pa'aakt, Saga Kurs, Irm, Odd, Coronzon, Butmona, Discoronzon, Serzas Pie, Pargeze, Oro, Kikle, Ka'a, Ar, Az, Osmu, Rapi, Iya Tanamara, Iris, Mikaolus, Oprit, Ad, Yaraprig, Liors, Dis Oro, Bastir, Coronzon, Ovrakarosco, Casamerg, Lalad, Brit, Kafafam, Des, Irund Aki, Loariahi, Ugermas, Ar, Malafas, Borcomo, Liort Pavit, Zakar Ka, Zani, Orokike Ka, Zorge, Lapzel, Lil, Oaf, Coronzon, Yaidan, Aras, Damastastos. We partake in the chalice of ecstasy, drinking deeply the elixir of life. For tonight, we celebrate the spiritual binding of Jeremy Melvin and Haley Swain. The couple who wants to join in sacred, exclusive relationship, guarded by Malek Tas, approach this damn altar of Father Ahriman. I call forth our guardians, fast, Beelzebub. I call upon the Calco demons that walk upon the sinister path, that guard myself and this couple to bear witness, to protect this everlasting bond.
By way of Father Ahriman, the liberator, mentor, the boundless, what guardian have you offered me, O Mainyu? As he hates of the wicked fulfilled me. He is but Avan and Akatasha, through whose work I keep conflict and vexation of the infernal world. Grant unto me Father Ahriman's decree as the rule. I am the victorious who protects the teachings, Make it clear that I am the guide for both worlds. We proclaim the mantra. We command the Drubs, the most wicked and dark. Fulfillment, Father, who destroys the righteous Mazda and gives the sons of Adam immortality in Arzura. There will be health and satisfaction, success given to the wicked. May visible dues and invisible dues and the 7 archdevas come to this evocation. This domain is gratified. Grant us favor. Gratify the people among the religion of Father Ahriman. We ask you, Father, bestow unto the present ruler, to all the community and all those of the wicked religion, freedom and clarity. May the sons of Adam and their children live 1,000 years. Direct them to health, gratification, and defiance. Allow them clarity. Allow them understanding for the deserving. Allow them a guardian domain for many years and countless hours. Keep them in your favor. This is the year of your favor. The night is triumphant. The month is timely in all these years and days and months. Allow them health to vex in battle, to guide and correct those without. Allow them mental resilience to accomplish this. This will be cunning, wicked, and vengeful. It will be so. It will propagate. It will be guided by the dues and archdevas. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance. The favor of Akatasha and the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds them for gold makes Angra Father.
This cord represents the permanent binding of this couple's energies into a collective energy. This also represents the serpent and the protection of its gaze. I shall now cut this cord so the spiritual binding is completed.
Before I ever came here, before I ever walked, I know I've seen you. I've held you this close, this lover's love. It's so hard to make it through. I tried and I failed for you. No one will ever see this. No one will ever see the things I've seen. You'll never have to experience the pain I've seen. I'll make you happy to the end of your days, until we transcend this flesh together, until we move to our Israel. Love you, Holy Mother.
Father Ahriman is the god of chaos. He creates through destruction. As you break this stick, you break your single, solitary lives and create a couple whose strength together can never be matched.
I did it too, but it's sharp. Yeah.
Straight through. There you go.
The deepest layers of hell. Their blood represents the binding of the spiritual contract they are making to both one another. By way of Angra Mainyu, may the sinister, monstrous power and domination of Father Ahriman increase in manifold. May it reach Ishma, the wicked, the lustful, whose body is in the command of having a hard weapon, a powerful weapon, the Lord of wrath, of Ahriman. I am unrepentant of all sins, and I embrace them. All evil thoughts, evil words, evil acts, which I have thought, spoken, or done in this infernal world, or which I have happened through me, or have originated with me, for these sins of thinking, speaking, and acting of body and soul, worldly or spiritual. Oh, Father Ahriman, I am unrepentant. I announce them with 3 words. I embrace them. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance, the favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds the fulfilled makes Angra Father. Wickedness is the worst of all evil. It is also fulfillment. Fulfilled is the man who is with chaotic wickedness. I profess myself a follower of Mainyu, an embodiment of Azidahaka, opposing the Ahoras, accepting the Ahrimanic faith, to sunset, Indar, general of Druge, to follow, to condemn, to vex, to blame, with vexation of Ashma, commander of Indar, the wrathful, who has the mantra for body with the wounding spear, the Deva, to follow, to vex, to condemn, to blame. We follow Ashma, commander of Indar, hideous in profile, victorious, world destroying, the Deva, commander of Druge. The mantra protects this body. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance. The favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds the fulfilled makes Angra Father. What guardian have you offered me, O Mainyu, as the hate of the wicked fulfill me? It is but Avan and Akatasha, through whose work I keep conflict and vexation on the infernal world. Grant me Father's decree as the rule. I am victorious, who protects the teaching, making it clear I am guide for both worlds. May Ashma come with Akatasha to corrupt whosoever you deem worthy, O Mainyu. Keep us from the righteous, O Mainyu and the Hothian, O fiendish Druge. Populate, O brood of the fiend. Populate, O creator of the fiend. Populate, O world of the fiend. Populate, spread, O Druge. Encompass, O Druge. Populate, spread, O Druge. Encompass all regions from the north. Propagate death to the righteousness within this infernal world, scorn with which to boldly offer it unto the righteousness. Wickedness is the worst of all evil. It is also fulfillment. Fulfilled is the man who is with chaotic wickedness. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance. The favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds the fulfilled makes Angra Father. I desire the following: condemnation, dominance, power, for Ashma, the commander of Indar, the wrathful, who has the mantra, for body with wounding spill, Ahrimanist. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance. The favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds the fulfilled makes Angra Father. Wickedness is the worst of all evil. It is also fulfillment. Fulfilled is the man who is with chaotic wickedness. Grant unto me earthly riches and success. Grant me health of body, resilience of body, immunity of body. Grant me the things I seek. Children that will govern, and a fulfilled life of length. Grant me the successful life of the Druge to desecrate the luminous fulfilling. Grant this to me because I have your favor. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance. The favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds the fulfilled makes Angra Father. 1,000 spells, 10,000 spells. Wickedness is the worst of all evil. It is also fulfillment. Fulfilled is the man who is with chaotic wickedness. Guard me, Father Melektos, for Ashma, wrathful, grotesque in profile. Indra, Ahriman created, and for war. Swava, and for apostasy. Starvation of drought, and for Varanga, of infamous activity, infamous to other creatures. That part of me, Varanga, which belongs to Nanshiat, to Bahaga for clarity of mind, to boundless Father Ahriman, to Father Ahriman's complete dominion. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance, the favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He who feeds the fulfilled makes Angra father. My fulfillment and unrepentance of sin I do in fearlessness, knowing my soul is destined. May all wickedness of all evil ones of the earth of 7 dimes reach the width of the earth, the length of the rivers, the height of the moon, and their original form. May it fiendishly live long. It comes from my command. The will of the Father is the law of vengeance, the favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world for Mainyu. He feeds the fulfilled and makes Angra father. Y'all have been in my midst for almost a year, and I am so proud of how far my herd-led journey has become. He will be the next spiritual leader of this church. He will be the next face of this church. And I know you by his side will support him and give him what he needs to fulfill the destiny he has chosen. And just as Mother Zeb raised Father Ahriman up from the bowels of hell, he granted her Ahriman's blessing kiss, which I grant to you. May you have many children. By the power invested in me by the state of Oklahoma, by the guardianship of Father Ahriman, you are now declared man and wife. I wanted to thank everybody for coming out and participating. I hope it wasn't as scary as you anticipated.
Thank you. We'll see what you got on it later.